afternoon. Happy Thursday. Happy Thursday. Welcome back to Tips from Elaine's Desk. Elaine Proby here, CEO of PROBY'S Tax and Accounting and Tips from Elaine's Desk. All right, guys. So welcome this happy Thursday. We're going to be talking about 3 ways to avoid burnout, something very, very, very serious. We all need to listen to this. Okay, so welcome aboard, Joan, Bobby. Thank you for jumping in here. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Hey, Karen Jones. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, guys. Everyone else is looking. You guys can hit like and share on this video. We all need this today. 3 ways to avoid burnout. And now burnout is something where everyone is on the edge of being burnt out with one thing or another, whether it's business, whether it's personal. So we're all on the edge of being burnt out. So many people is having a burnout, a meltdown, and whatever else is going on, because there's so many things going on in our daily lives, specifically, personally, and then you're trying to run a business or you have a professional career that is also putting a lot of pressure on you. Okay, so this is a very serious topic today. Hit like and share on this video. Lorna Smith, thank you for the hearts. All right, let's just jump right into this, guys. Burnout is caused by prolonged exposure to excessive stress, right? So when you're staying mindful of everything, you have to be careful of your stress level at all times. You got to be able to recognize when you are going through too much stress. So you have to take active steps to relax so you can help your body to calm down, right? This is what we have to do. Pay attention. Notice when we're feeling overwhelmed. Notice when we're feeling too stressed, and we have to relax and we have to work on calming down. So I'm going to talk about 3 points that will help us to avoid a burnout, guys. And the first one today, let's jump right into this, is avoid overcommitting. Now, this right here, we all do it, right? We all overcommit ourselves. We all say that, we can do something within a reasonable amount of time without even checking on anything. And what happens is we do this and we have not checked on our schedule. We have not checked on our time. We haven't even checked to see how long that project is going to take us. But then what happens? We commit to it. And then when it gets closer to the time that we have to deliver and we see that we cannot meet that delivery date, what happens? We get over anxious, we get nervous, and we get stressed, right? And there you are, just going to the point of being burnt out because now you cannot reach that commitment that you have made. This is so serious, guys. We've all done it. Everybody is guilty of doing this. Everyone needs to say no when it's time to say no. You have to know the difference between saying no and saying yes to different tasks. Steve Jobs said the best thing he learned in life is be able to say no. Sometimes it's hard, but you have to say no if you cannot meet a certain commitment, guys. And we need to do this because everyone feels that they are super powerful, and you take on commitments and you cannot meet those deadlines. All right. So we have to stay so conscious of this. You make sure that you examine your schedule. Can it fit in there? Can you prioritize and maybe move something around so you could get that task done? You have to look at all that first before you can say yes to a task. Okay. So just jump to it. I know there are times when I would not have a schedule or look at my schedule and someone has to do something. Okay, I can get it done. Can you do it by Friday? Oh, yeah. And you do all this. Oh, yes. And you look in your schedule and all of a sudden you done told 10 people that you're going to get their stuff done by Friday and never looked at the schedule that one time. And what does that do? It brings on stress because now you're feeling pressured to having to meet that deadline because you have committed to taking on that task without even checking on anything. Okay, so before committing, guys, think about what the task is, evaluate what this task is, see if it fits into your schedule. Always check your calendar. There's so much going on and we don't remember everything. So this is why we have a calendar. This is why we write things down. So always check before you say yes, before you commit to doing something, because once you commit, you feel like you must meet those commitments. And of course, it stresses you out. And then here you are, burnt out before you even get started because now you're stressed about getting something done. Okay, so that is the first point today, guys. Avoid overcommitment. And everyone is so guilty of doing that because we've all done it from time to time with one thing or another that we have said we're going to be able to do something and it's not realistic. Half the time it's not even realistic, but we haven't evaluated what that task is and we make a commitment to it. Okay, so let's avoid doing that. That will help us a lot from being all nervous and anxious about meeting a schedule that we couldn't meet in the first place. Hi, Connect. Thanks for jumping on here. This is my problem, she said. Yes, yes, yes. So be careful. Be careful. Again, this is the thing. Make a schedule so you can look at it at all times. And we like to operate just off the top of our head because we think we remember everything. And again, like I said, I have double booked and overbooked sometimes on a daily basis because I never look at the schedule and I say yes to certain things. And someone will be like, well, she told me it's going to be today, or she told me it's going to be Friday. And I, trying to meet those deadlines because I've committed to those deadlines. Now, I'm used to saying, let me check my calendar, let me check the schedule, let me let you know, or I'll have someone call you back. So I have learned over the years to do that because it creates so much stress that we don't all need. We don't need none of the stress. Let's move on to the second point, guys. 3 ways to avoid burnout. You guys hit like and share on this video. Again, very, very serious topic. The second point is unplug regularly. This is another thing that we're so hard to do. We're so driven. And it's hard to unplug. We have to designate times to disconnect from work, disconnect from all your professional lives, disconnect from communication. We have to spend time to do this. And we talked about this so many times again, but we can't say it enough. We have to unplug, right? We have to disconnect ourselves so that we can spend time on our personal life, right? Take away the professional stuff, take away the business stuff. You have to know when to shut that down, right? And one of the other things that you could do also too is make your next day schedule. You know how you wake up, all of us do this, right? You wake up in the middle of the night and you think about all the stuff you have to accomplish the next day, and you constantly, or sometimes you can't even relax or unwind because you're thinking about everything you have to do the next day. But if you make a schedule, make a list of those things, make a to-do list of what it is that you have to do the next day. And if you make that to-do list, then at least it's written down so your brain can relax and it's not sitting there on overdrive, as I call it, thinking about all the things you have to do the next day. So make that to-do list the day before you go to bed, so you're not thinking about it. You're not waking up thinking about it. It's already written down. And then, of course, shut off anything else. Cut off that work time, that professional time, get into some personal stuff, right? Do things that you look forward to doing at the end of the day, whatever that is. Maybe it's a glass of wine at the end of the day and look at a movie, whatever that is. Find something personal that you can do so you can unplug and disconnect from all of those things that you do on a regular basis that gets you overwhelmed. And this is going to help you from being burnt out, okay? Very serious, very important. Reduce the hours of communication, turned off from everything else, and then make sure that you have an end of day process. This is it. I'm not doing anything else. My day ends here, whether it's 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock. This is when the day ends. And I switch completely off from work, completely off from all my professional stuff, completely off from business. And then it's called some personal time, whatever that is. And you can do this on a daily basis, have something to look forward to, or even a weekly basis. This is what I do on my personal time. That's it. And I'm not answering anything professionally, anything business wise. I have completely cut off. Now, I was very, very bad at looking at my text every day, 7 days a week, no matter when it comes in. And so again, something as I've learned over the years to turn it off. And at the end of the week or the end of my work day, text come in, I don't even want to see what it says if it looks business, because my mind is going to start working again, meaning I would not have unplugged and I would have stayed connected. And then, of course, that brings on anxiety. Okay, so very important, guys, very important to unplug and get some personal time at the end of your day, at the end of your week, and something you need to look forward to. And this is serious, okay? This is very serious. Hi, Little Belize. Hi, sis. Thanks for jumping in. All right. Hey, Rod Smith. Hello, bro. Thank you for jumping in. Everyone else online, hit like and share on this video. We're talking about 3 ways to avoid burnout. And so many people are burned out, with everything they do, business, professional, and so many people are stressed. So many people are having strokes behind all the stuff. You guys know it's around you. And even yourself, sometimes you get to a point in your workday where you're feeling so overwhelmed. And this is a sign of being burnt out. Okay, so let's talk about the third point today. And the third point, we're all guilty of not doing this well enough. It's delegating responsibilities. How many of us think that we are superhuman? We could do everything ourselves. Wrong. We cannot do everything ourselves. Some of us think it's easier for us to do it than to have someone else do it, because What did we say? Oh, if they do it, it might not be right. So let me do it. Let me get it right. But you cannot do everything. Again, this right here brings on stress, brings on anxiety, and have you at a burnout point. Make sure that you delegate your responsibilities. Anything that you have to do on a regular basis, anything that's repetitive, teach someone else how to do it. Show someone else how to do it. Reduce the stress, reduce that workload on yourself. Guys, please do that. So many times I have to stop folks like, I'll do it, so let me get it over with. No, you're not going to do it, because then you have all these other things that you need to do or you have already done. So we must make sure, guys, that you delegate, teach. I was told that the more you teach someone to do certain things, and the more that they can have their own autonomy, exercising those duties and responsibilities that you will not have to do, it will assist the process so you won't be overwhelmed and trying to meet all of those deadlines, and make yourself all anxious and then take you to a burnout point where you just can't do it all. Right? We have to remember we can't do it all. And then you want to you want to be so conscious that you don't overburden yourself. This is really the key, because again, we're not really aware of the time that we have to do certain things. And then, I know I'm guilty, feel like I can do it so quick and so fast, and it takes you all day. And then you have more than you bargained for, as they call it. Your plate is too full, and there you have a problem. Again, this brings anxiety, it brings stress, and we have got to stop doing this. Joan says she is guilty. All right, Risha, good afternoon. She says she is guilty. See, I'm speaking to myself, speaking to you guys. We all do it, but we have to stay conscious, all right? We have to stay conscious. And make sure that you get the assistance and know when to do that. Okay, those days of you having to do everything is over. It doesn't work that way anymore. There's so many technology that makes things much easier. Learn that stuff, or have someone to teach you that process, or have someone who knows that process that makes their life much easier, and give them those tasks and let them handle it. All right. So we have to stay conscious, guys. We have to stay conscious. Burnout is very serious. So many people are having issues, and we want to make sure that we are very conscious of this. So when you get to that place, know when to turn it off. Okay. So let me recap these 3 ways to avoid a burnout. Guys, hit like and share on this video again. Everyone needs to hear this today. Okay. So number 1 is avoid overcommitting. We're all guilty of overcommitting. We all think we could do everything in a short space of time. And then what do we say? Oh, there's not enough hours in the day. But when you commit to giving someone something, a product, whatever it is, they don't know about anything else you have to do. They think the only thing you had to do was their stuff. All right. So they won't understand not getting it. So you can't do it. And know when to say no. It's hard for us to say no. Know when to say no. Okay. Second point, unplug regularly. Got to unplug. Sometimes you need to get rid of all your communication devices. Don't get online. Don't do any of that stuff. Just unplug yourself. Do something that is going to calm you down. Some of us have a hard time to unwind, right? So do some things that make you unwind much easier, much faster. Write stuff down to take it off your brain so you're not thinking about it all day and all night. Just make a list when it comes to you and write it down. And I've learned to use the notepad on my phone now, because I'm so old school. I used to have to write everything on a piece of paper and can't find it. No, just go to your memo pad, or go to your notes or somewhere, and just put down your list of what you want to do the next day. Get it out your brain so you can unwind and relax and do something fun. Get rid of everything that has to do with business, professional, work, any of that stuff, and make it personal, family, me time, whatever that is. And that's what you need to do, right? Third point, delegate responsibilities. Serious. You can't do it all. I've started this business and ran it a whole lot by myself with a little bit help from my sisters and everyone else, and think that I could do so much, and working 7 days a week and reading every text that I get all the time. But then it comes to a place where I can't do it all. So now I am the first to think about, okay, who can do this? Who can't do this? That something is on my desk. Who can take care of it? You have to learn how to delegate. So I'm getting so good at this delegating thing. I'm enjoying it. I wish I knew this many moons ago. But yeah, learn how to delegate tasks, guys. Teach everything you need to know, that everyone needs to know, to assist you in the process. And this will help you to avoid being burnt out trying to do everything yourself. And Richard says, you are so very, very right. Thank you for the great advice. Yes, yes, yes. We all need to hear this. All right. We all need to hear this. We need to get enough rest. Get enough rest. I have a hard time going to sleep myself. I feel like I'm going to miss something. Ever since I was a kid, I wouldn't nap in the afternoon. I always told my mom, I don't want to miss anything. The world is going to go by and I'm not going to be in it. So I always hated to rest. So I don't like going to sleep, but you need to get enough rest, guys. It's one thing you have to do. Exercise regular, watch your diet so that you can eat right and make sure that you nourish your system. Too many people are passing out from being burnt out. Okay, so this is a very, very, very serious topic today. So I think that covers my 3 points about avoiding burnout. Take this very seriously, guys. Pass this on to everyone you know. And that brings me to elainesdesk.com. And what do we have at elainesdesk.com, guys? There's so much information on there, and I'm constantly talking to people who, one, is trying to get their business started, who need another source of income. It doesn't mean you have to quit your job, but just another source of income. We have to have different streams of revenue coming in. So at elainesdesk.com, we do have courses on there. We have information on there to teach you how to get that going, how to get the business started, things that you need to do. And of course, if you need more explanation, more clarification, how to make this happen, you can also book a free consultation on PROBY'S Tax, PROBY'S.com. You can go to our website. There's a calendar, book 50-minute free consultation. I'll be happy to talk to you guys there and clarify anything else you need, and to call the office at 323-290-9034. Okay, so when you go ahead and do that, guys, it's going to be great, because if you are thinking about something that you need to do, or if you already started a business, a little confused, or you have any other financial situations you need some clarity on, right? I'll be happy to clarify that with you after all these years. I've helped so many people, at least get some direction and know how to do what it is they need to do so they can have some financial success. Again, like we said, 2023 is our year. There's so much money out there for everybody. We just need to know how to get it. Shirley Jex, good afternoon. Good afternoon. Good advice. Thank you so much. All right. Thanks for jumping on here. And if you guys still need to get your taxes done, you can call PROBY'S Tax and Accountants. There's a lot of qualified individuals. Talk about delegation. I don't have to do all of that stuff anymore. There's a qualified individual, PROBY'S Tax and Accountant, can help you no matter where you are. Everything is done virtually through a secure website. If you like, from the comfort of your own home or office, you can get it all done: your payroll, your taxes, your accounting, setting up your LLC, your corporation. If you have a tax problem, we can take care of that as well. So whatever you need, we can take care of that. Okay, so with that said, you guys, keep your notification on. We have great topic, great information, business, personal. We always talk about a lot of stuff to keep us mentally sane and balanced and give a positive mindset so we can keep going on a daily basis. We all need this motivation, right? I know I need it, and I know you guys do too. So let's make sure that we pass this information on. Hit like and share on this video. And tune back in here every Tuesday and Thursday. And of course, this is Thursday. So we're here at the end of our week. Indira, thank you for watching. Thanks for jumping on here. And this is the end of our week here. Almost the end of the week. So John said, thank you. Great advice. All right, guys. So with that said, I want you guys to have a wonderful rest of your Thursday. Have a fabulous weekend. And like I said, unplug and then have something that you do, that you look forward to, that you cut off all this stuff, which is what I do. Let's go to karaoke. Let's go to the music club. Let's go to a show. Let's go to dinner. Whatever that is that helps you to unplug and unwind, make sure that you stay paying attention to your burnout stage and all your stress level and do something about it today. Okay? With that said, you guys take care of each other and take care of yourself.